Hello everybody. That's a picture of the photon belt, as they say. So, which supposedly our galaxy is going through right now. Nonetheless, there's a lot of stuff about that, but I wanted to create another video just in keeping with the theme that I was including in my previous videos. And I don't claim to be any kind of a professional or anybody who can necessarily help anybody, because there's like people out there who are really well documented. They are well versed, highly educated in a lot of topics. There's books. I've read a lot of books in my life, and I'm just coming from the heart. I'm just sharing some things that I have come across, some concerns that I have, things that I see, and it's my time to do something about it other than just ponder. I've done a lot of writing. I do a lot of songwriting and musics, and that's been a lot of great therapy for me, and I have those ideas and all kinds of suggestions for people if you need to access some new hobbies. But at the same time, I wanted to title it, in keeping with the theme that I'm working on, I wanted to title it Good and Evil with a question mark, Wrong or Right with a question mark. And I started to go to a couple of sources, and there's channels that I've been following that are, I don't know who these folks are, but they're extremely wise, and have a lot of interesting information that does not necessarily need to be believed, because this whole thing with right and wrong is crushing our joy. It's ruining our higher ground, the better timelines that could be opened. There is no need to be right or wrong. You can't be right or wrong in a society that has billions of people doing billions of different things, reflecting on billions of different things, coming up with their own ideologies based on a lot of it constructs that have been created by other humans other than themselves. We have a lot of programming that goes on, getting into the minds of our people, our children. Free thinking is becoming something less and less a person's right, and more something that's denounced as some sort of terrorist behavior. And it's putting everybody off, but this is the great shift. This is what is meant to be, because this is how we shake it off. We have to bring it up into the light, and the awareness has got to come up. We're so busy running the rat race, trying to go month to month, because money, the energy of money, is over us. And then just gradually things either become normalized, or we become programmed into believing things that aren't necessarily our own original thoughts. It's almost impossible to have them. People have been left feeling guilty, and guilt leads to lies, because if you don't bring the guilt up into the light, and if everybody doesn't talk about negative feelings or things they are going through that are hurtful or painful for a while, it does not get transmuted to the light. Guilt becomes lies. Okay, lies to yourself and lies to other people. I have seen it firsthand. I mean, I just try to speak my truth. It's not always what people want to hear, but I think that can be done. If we don't raise our voices, if we listen to each other, and there's all kinds of tools and skills that we can develop. But right now, I'm just going to look at a couple of things that are, like, for instance, here we go. There is the complete works of Winnie the Pooh. Innocent. I loved Winnie the Pooh. Now, as part of Disney, we got people saying, well, there's a lot of stuff out there. I don't find it to be allegations anymore. But again, with CGI and with them needing to control our thinking, at the end of the day, I will not profess that anything is actually true. But There is an 1888 Holy Bible. Okay, so there's a belief system. We have, this is a lot of people know about this book. This is just incredibly written. It really opens your eyes. Heaven and Hell by Emanuel Swedenborg. Here's a lovely little ditty. History of God. We've got some symbols that some people would say are satanic. And some people say that God is not good. There are people who will denounce God altogether. There are people who stand up and fight for their rights, and that God is the sovereign creator and source of everything. This is only the tip of the iceberg at what people will disagree with. And then at the end of the day, what's the point in disagreeing? Or is it to prove that I am right? This need to be right. There is no right. Okay? There's only sharing our thoughts, and there's only resonating to something that you hear individually that deep down inside resonates with the truth of your own soul or the lack thereof. That's it. Okay? There is no wrong or right. One person's good is another person's bad. Okay? And we have to stop this. Because the male and female energy is so far out of whack. And our potential for our higher selves is so far trapped. Okay? That we need better systems in place. And while we don't need to denounce everything that has gone on in this world, because there are some great thinkers, great possibilities, it's always about possibilities and the potentials. The potentials, the numbers for things actually occurring change based on our consciousness. Okay? And we all have to realize that there is no right or wrong. There are far too many opinions to even need to be right or wrong. It's time to share. Okay? It's time to share what we know or what we have discerned. Okay? With each other. Instead of trying to be right or wrong, it's absolutely absurd. Okay? So that is just basically what I want to say, that some things are becoming so obvious with the lockdowns in the world, mandates, protests rising up all over the world. We can tell that this is the Great Awakening, the shift. There's channels that I've followed. The Truth Can Change Your Life, Gaia Planetary Station. There comes a time when this horrific ability for people to be at such odds to the point of the crimes that happen on this world, there comes a time when that is done. It's done. And this is the cleanup. Because much better things are coming for this world, for the men, women, and children of this world. That's all. That's all I can say right now. I know I don't say much. When my mother was here, she was a great forward thinker in fairness. Those are her parents. Fairness, to listen to everybody. Everybody, it's just enough of this energy. That energy has got to go, because it represents all the things that are taking us down, that we don't need to be taken down by anymore. But that's just my opinion. Am I right? No, not necessarily. Okay? No. No, I'm not. But I am tired of my heart feeling broken for all the people who are suffering on various different levels. We can join together. The good-hearted people of this world can maybe take over, right? Let's get some new, fresh eyes on this instead of the oligarchs, the globalists, the totalitarianists, you know, the 0.1% that have all the money. Because we have been had, okay? We have been had if we can't open our eyes. Is that the truth? Is that right? Is it wrong? No, I'm not professing it to be. But the dark overlords, okay, need to step back and step down. Anyway, I don't know. That's it. Just I'm venting. No one's going to listen to my videos anyway, really, for the most part. And if they do, as I say, I don't think I'm right. Or I refuse to. I'm not going to, because things could change on a dime. I've seen people change on a dime. One minute they love me, and then the next, I'm feeling like I need to remove myself from this planet because I have... No, I just... We can get to a much better place. Okay? How that's going to happen is a bit of a mystery right now. This is supposed to be fun. And that we're not going down this path anymore. But see, I'm just venting. That's all, because no one wants to talk to me. Like, no one. It's just like these topics we have been programmed away from, and we're getting more and more those frequencies through our devices too. Don't be fooled. But you know, some open-minded, wise talking would be great. Please comment if you can. I love you all. Let's have fun at the next phase that's coming. And everybody, stay strong, be good, be safe. Take care.